Hey, all you VIP kid teachers out there. I just wanted to make a quick update. I had mentioned probably several days ago that I had a student who was struggling, and his he seemed to me like he was in the wrong level, and so I had been working on trying to figure out what to do. I had him booked every day of the week, and yet I was getting nowhere, and he was progressing in through level two, but not really able to do anything inside of those lessons, interaction wise with me. So I had sent in a message to the fresh desk. I had noted in the teachers' comments. Other teachers had noted as well. Seems like this is too difficult. Seems like it's too difficult. I mentioned that I felt he needed level adjustment, and I sent in a ticket, and I didn't hear anything back. And then I had him scheduled in class again, and there we were, still in the same level. And so I spent one whole class. I talked about this in a previous video. I spent a whole class, and I basically skipped the PowerPoint, and I assessed him, and I figured out that he didn't know any letters. He didn't have any real good working vocabulary in English at all, and yet he was climbing through level two. And so he really wasn't getting anything. And so I sent a second email in and just said, hey, I realize this is not, my department to make the decision, but could the Chinese lead teacher look at this? So then I went into the next class session with him, and it was still in that level. And I asked him if I could talk to his mom. And so we did talk. And I asked her if the office had called her yet, and she said no. So I said, she said, could you just start teaching him in Chinese? And I said, that's not possible. But because that isn't the company policy, plus, and it's a good one, it's a good policy, because we're trying to throw them into all English speaking and to demonstrate to them in a way that they can learn English through immersion. So it's a great program, and it really is the way to learn. I went through that myself when I moved to China. It was basically like starting like a brand new baby and working my way up and learning by observing and hearing and repeating and all of the things that we're doing at VIPKID and doing it the right way. So I explained that to her, and she said, okay. And I said, but are you in agreement that he's in the wrong level? And she said, yes, the material is too difficult for him. So I said, okay, I will make another recommendation. And then if they call you, if you can give your permission, then they can maybe perhaps move him to a different level. Now he's in level two, which is our starting level in a sense for a 7-year-old boy. But we do have pre-VIP kid. And I realize that pre-VIP is the younger age. But it seems to me like sometimes it might be the right place for a brand new kid who might just need a little bit more time and attention than another student. So I sent in another request, and then I got him back into my classroom, and I looked, and sure enough, he had been moved to pre-VIP kid. And I will tell you guys, this is amazing. This child went from the one that was all over the room, just bouncing all around and, running up to the camera and screaming and all of this stuff, to actually just being very, very good in his seat and listening and catching it and enjoying it. He loved the song today, and I heard him trying to sing it with me. He is able to say A, B, C, and D now, and that's just amazing for him because prior to that, we were moving at too fast a pace for him. So this is slowing it down and making it a little bit more interactive, and he's really enjoying it. So I did get certified recently to do the pre-VIP kid program, and so I'm able to do this with him, and now I have him every day this week and next week, and I think I just have seen him progress. We've done a couple lessons now in this new program, and he was anxious to show me his books. These are his new books, and he showed me, the Dino and Mike and Meg, and so then I put those up on my mini cam for him to see, and he was real excited that I had them too. And so we were able to sing today about the plane going to the USA, and he loved seeing the plane go across my minicam, and so we had a really good time. So I just wanted to say, be be persistent. Sometimes they're flooded over there in Beijing with just tons of things that they have to do to try to support all of us teachers and all of these students. So I would say give them a little bit of time to resolve the issue, and I believe that they will. At least that has been my experience with this particular child. Now, I can't obviously say every single person is going to handle it the same way, but this particular teacher, whoever she is, the Chinese teacher, and the mom worked together and they came up with a good solution. And now I'm able to have this student who seems to really be progressing. So I was excited about that today, especially having him. I think that today was this may have been our third lesson in pre-VIP. And he just did so wonderfully that I wrote a note to his mom and said it just brought a smile to my face to be able to see him identify some letters today and to be able to enjoy himself and to not just sit there and say, I don't understand, I don't understand. So it was fun. And the second thing I just wanted to mention was I have officially passed the 200 class mark. I hit 215 classes today. So that's 40 days with VIP Kids and 215 classes. So I was kind of excited. I did a little happy dance today. Of course, I always tend to do little happy dances with my students. But today was especially exciting for me to see that I made it through my first 40 days and I got tons of classes in. So I'm learning. I'm getting better at some things that I need to get better at, and I'm seeing some of my weaknesses and trying to figure out how to bolster those things up. But it's been fun. It's been a good experience for me thus far, and I've loved it. So I'm at 215 classes and 40 days in. And so I'm looking forward to it. I have a full docket for the rest of the week. Right now, I think I have 73 classes this week total. And then next week, I believe I'm right at the same number. I think it's crazy. I'm right in the same amount. I have a few slots open for the rest of the week. Next week, I think I have 2 or 3 slots left. And then I'm completely done. So that's quite a few classes in 1 week, and I'm excited. So there's my update. Yay to the people at VIP for taking care of my student. I'm so excited to have him. And yay to 215 classes and 40 days of being a VIP Kid teacher. It's been great. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.